What's up, YouTube? Different video from what I'm used to. I received a 1993 Nissan Pathfinder. Needs a little bit of work. I've had this stored from my buddy for about, gonna be 6 years. About 6 years now. And 5 years ago, I was gonna buy it from him. I offered to buy it from him, like $1,000 or something. Offered to buy it from him. When I had a Pathfinder myself, I had a white one. This one's gray. Gray? Yeah, it's gray. And I had a white one that I used when I was working at Walmart. Gave it to my mom. She was doing a job for the census, and e-brake didn't work on that thing. She parked on a hill, wrecked the front end a little bit. Still worked, just had to get new tie rods and stuff. It wrecked the front end a little bit. But 5 years ago, I was like, hey, I'll buy it off you. You know, I'll do it in payments, whatever. I'm just storing it. When it came to me, it just needed a starter. By sense of starter, I'm saying we think it needs a starter. However, I think the neutral safety switch for the clutch is the problem. But also, another problem, if I turn this battery on, hold on, let me. So this is the battery. Let's put this cable back on for now so I can show you something. So, steering column's apart. I just did that. I had to replace the turn signal switch. It was not doing lights. The light side would not work, and the left blinker didn't work. Hazards didn't work. Brights, nothing worked. Replaced it with this. Well, I don't know. It's not like the original. I got this from Amazon. Some I don't know, cheap place. We'll see how it holds out. Anyways, let's go ahead and turn it on. So everything seems to work besides maybe fuel pump. I don't know. The fuel pump works. I mean the reader. The reader may not work. Oh, sorry about my finger. I smashed it at work. But now we got blinkers. That's the left blinker. So we got left blinker. The brake lights, though, however, are stuck on. They were stuck on with the other switch as well, so I figured maybe the switch was bad, so I replaced the switch anyways. But now, I got right blinker. And be safe, Mom. Right blinker. I didn't show the left one. And here's the left. Boom. So those fixed. As for the brakes, I'll show you that in a second. So, hazards. Sometimes the hazards work, sometimes they don't. Yeah, it's causing an issue with the thing. Anyways, here's the lights. These are low beams. So this one works. This one, I think, needs to be replaced. Fog lights work. And I can show that with just the fog lights as well. Just go down one click. There. Now the fog lights do work. But yes, that hazard switch, it was working a while ago, but it's like almost causing a short in a sense. But, and then these are brights. Boom, brights work. Got two brights. I just gotta fix the low beam bulb in here, which I think it's one bulb maybe, so I'll have to get a new bulb. Anyways, the problem I've been having with this is the backlight. Well, the backlights are on. At first I thought it was maybe a parking brake or my brakes are stuck. Technically, if you get under here, in the brake side, there's this little thing right here. Well, behind it, when this is pushed, brake lever is pushed, it releases the switch. However, the little thing down up here that presses the switch in is gone. So when you press that switch in, the brake light turns off. But if that little, cover cap, whatever it is around these pedals is missing, because I brushed up there and something fell down, it was brittled and worn away. That's why the brakes are on. So if you have a Pathfinder, brakes are on, especially like 90s to 95, maybe even newer. This is 93. You got to check that. So as for starter stuff, let me turn the lights off. As for the starter, I think the neutral safety switch is bad because I turn the ignition, it'll just click. It won't click here. It'll click on a relay and maybe the main relay here, but it'll click. But if you go down here on this side of the engine where the starter is, that's the solenoid there, and you manually do it, it just spins. It feels like it won't engage. So until I pull the starter off, we'll see. But it just spins. It doesn't engage. And then I'll show you here. Clutch and brake. If I click, it just clicks. Hear that? Coming from the relay in here. Okay. So I'm gonna pull that down and I will try it again and see what happens. Because as far as I know, it just spins. And last I heard, the starter didn't work, but it spins, and they didn't tell me that it spun. So maybe there's it's like the safety switch is like a kill switch. It won't let it run. I also heard or read that behind the charcoal canister here, this relay itself could also be bad. Got the street sweeper going. As you can see, the engine a little dirty. It's been cleaned off. It was very dirty, spider web and everything. Been sitting for 6 years, but there's life in it. Get this disconnected because the brake light. There's life in it. I've replaced the distributor cap, the rotor. I got new wires and plugs coming tomorrow. Rejuvenated battery. This one's still good. It will be killed if I leave it on though, because of the brake lights. Haven't checked the fluids yet. I mean, there is fluid on the stick, but I'm not trying to run this yet. I just need to get the starter working. Unless the starter's bad, replace the starter, obviously. So what I gotta do now is work on getting this neutral switch for the clutch out, which is that guy right there. That right there. I just put that back up. However, I was reading that it could be bad, and I'm gonna take it off, and I'm gonna not lock my keys in here. Oops. Put these back together. I'm gonna take it off, and then I'm gonna jumper wire it and try the ignition, and I'll do that with you guys so we don't have to. Oh yeah, so I did this off camera, but I'm gonna do that anyways. I'm gonna pull the switch off the camera anyways because I don't have a stand for anybody to watch me to do it anyways. So yep, that's the goal. Put the steering wheel back together. I'm gonna pull the switch off, get a jumper wire, stick the jumper wire in it, and turn the key, and we'll see what happens. I'll be back. All right. So that took a little bit. Plus that truck was loud. It only has 3 bolts or screws, and mine, because I took them off, only had washers. I think they're supposed to have lock nut washers. I'm not sure, but they're just 3 bolts, a washer, maybe like this, and that drops. And just to show you, here it is right here. There. So that right there. And the switch is up here. Alright. Switch is right there. Could be bad. Could prevent the car from starting, or the truck from starting, whatever you want to call this, light duty truck, SUV, I don't know. But that could be one of the reasons why it's not working. I'll try holding the switch down with my hand. How does that work? No. When the clutch... A nice dirt bike. A nice dirt bike. I think the button's pushed when the clutch is closed and it doesn't start. Obviously, we tried. So now that it's open, we will try again. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a click. I'm not sure how that works. So right, my bad. I'm gonna go ahead. So with the way the switch works, right? If technically down here, if I hold it in, that means the way that works, how the clutch safety switch works. If I push this in, right, all the way down, that has a lever, right? It comes in as a button or whatever's supposed to be there that pushes the switch in, allows the truck to start. So the best way would be to hold that button down. Don't know if you have to hold the clutch in, but try to hold the button down and the clutch, which I should be able to go. I should be able to right, hold it down, right, hold that down with my hand, and then try to start it with my other hand, and see if it starts or spins or does anything. If not, I could check that relay maybe, and then I'm gonna disconnect the switch because it could be bad, and then I'll just jumper wire the connector and see if it starts. And if it does start, that means the switch is bad. And I can do two things. I can either leave that jumper wire in permanently, or I mean, I could cut the plug, fall out of the wires, and bypass it completely. Or I could just buy another one if that's the problem, which I might buy another one. I don't know. We'll see how it works. Basically, the clutch safety is just so that way, when you get in when you get in a manual car or truck, your first instinct when you go to drive should be clutch and brake. If you don't clutch and brake in a manual as first instinct before you start it, you might want to learn that to where it's secondhand nature. It should be clutch and brake. It should be just like breathing. When you get in a manual, boom, boom, you just boom, boom, then you start it. You'd never start it without that clutch and brake on, because you could be in gear and then bye-bye house. So heads up for people that don't know how to drive clutch. If you do drive clutch, brake, start. Gear or not gear. But you also want to make sure you're not in gear ever. But if you're in gear, your clutch and brakes going to save you, because when you load out the clutch, it's going to start going. You're like, oh crap, got to disable it. Also, this is 4x4 as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to do this. I'll try to hold the clutch down just in case the clutch matters, and then I'll try to hold the switch's button down, see if it does anything. If not, I'm gonna take that switch off and go from there. Let me flip the camera around. All right, so this might be a little difficult to do, but I can find this button here. It's getting twisted on me. It's getting twisted on me. The way you put it down on me. Let's see. There's the switch. There's the, come on, right? Oh, come on. It's so short. Alright, so there's the button. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it awkwardly. Clutch down. Clutch all the way down. Button pushed. Nada. Nothing. So that switch might be bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get the switch off real quick. And I wonder if I got any wire in here I could use. Pre-existing wire right here. I could probably cut this. I don't know. Find some wire, and then we'll if it tries to spin the starter or engage it, even better. Don't know. That switch is bad. And I might replace it, or I might bypass it. It really depends. I'm doing everything I can that I trust that I can do, because I don't want to take it to the shop. This is my project. And yeah. So let's go ahead and do that. Get along there. We're getting there. We're getting there. That plug's being a pain. So I think I'm gonna see if I can get a wrench on there and see if I can loosen off the nut, the locking nut. Sorry. And maybe I can get it this about. Let's see. Get down, little devil. Sweating. That took some persuasion to get off. It hasn't been off. The switch hasn't been off in a long time. This could be original. Might be alien. That wasn't coming off from my life. All right. I was worried. Worried because the way it was in. It's such a tight spot that almost, I want to break the wires, but also look closely here. So, see this switch here? Get my hands out of the way. It's just. I mean, if they would have put the tab a little bit more that way instead of against the, might have been just a little bit easier. But, anyways, this is out now. My neck's getting a workout. I also had to put on friggin' knee pads. I'm a big guy, okay? 6'5", 270 pounds. So my knees hurt a little bit. I have gout as well. Anyways, that's off. Now I'm gonna go get a wire, shove it in that plug, make a little jumper wire. So what you do basically is, for those that never done a jumper wire, this has 2 prongs inside it. Okay, it connects to the switch side, and the switch side has 2 little prongs that are 2 little like inserts that those prongs go into. So it's like a male to female. So that's male, and the connector is a female. So it takes the pin, and that's what gives it the continuity, the whatever ohm resistance, whatever that needs. When you push that switch in, it tells the truck, hey, safe to start, which could be bad. So we're gonna get the jump wire and we're gonna test that, and I'll be right back after I get a wire somewhere in, and we'll try starting it. We'll try to turn it over, see if it even turns over. And if it doesn't, that could be good or bad still, and I can check it with a multimeter, and we'll do that as well. So, yeah. I need to get this damn steering wheel back together too, because I don't like it open like this. So far, the switch is still working, so I'll get back to you. I'll go do that real quick. Alrighty, well, I got the wire hooked up. I'm at neutral. Let's see, can I see that wire? I don't know. Put the clutch in anyways. It's nothing. Nothing, huh? Okay. I wonder what the problem could be. The wire's in. Wire's in there. So let's go ahead and we're not gonna jump it. I can't jump it myself. I need somebody to hold the truck down in case it does start to move or something. It's in neutral. That safety switch. Maybe the wire's not good. It could be the wire's not good, or something else. Let's see. So the wire just fell out of it, but if I put something there, like it's stop the brakes from always being on, because there's nothing there holding it down. So that, or that goes further forward. Is there? Yeah, there's a hole there. So okay, well, maybe that wire was no good. So I'm thinking. And I'm gonna get this back together, and then I'll come back to this safety switch when I have an extra hand, because you might need 2 people to try to do a few things. So what that means, next episode of this, you'll see my pops, probably. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw all this back together. I'm gonna leave this off because it didn't work with this on anyways. Oh yeah, before I leave this episode, let me do the reading on this to show you guys. We are in the sanctum of the bedroom. Okay, make my multimeter here. I've been using this non-stop the last couple of days. So, I believe we want to set this to ohms, maybe mega ohms, I think. And we want to get this switch. So, I'm gonna turn this on, and then I'll turn it around so you guys can see as well. Right there. So, we need to touch each lead. Okay. And we do have a reading there. Hold on. Push it down. Okay. What's our reading? Hold on. It was good reading. Still getting reading, right? Okay. Well, let me. Can't see it. So we should have 0, and then press down. This is not easy. I should have alligator clips to be better. You know what? I bet I do have alligator clips. Let's make it easy on ourselves. Alligator clips for the win. So I only have blacks, but we'll attach them to the leads here. So we'll just attach 2 leads here. That's 1 and 2. Okay, great. Now I'm gonna attach these to the switch, and away we go. Possibly. These might be too big. Let's see here. There's that one. And God, bet I got any good lighting in here, that's for sure. Okay, I believe I got it attached. So it should be. Oh, now attached. Oh, that feels good. Ah, I lost one. Hold on. Okay. Now, I'm gonna reset these alligator. All right, we're back. Alligator clips are hooked in. We are hooked up. Here's the thing, and if I push the switch, holding the switch down, it should be giving me a reading, but this switch, if I let off, shoots a high reading, but not high enough. Like it's around, it almost hits 20. But the way these should work is you press it, and that thing should be reading probably 25. 20, 25, 25, I think. And not reading as I'm going. I know this is reverse for you guys. I'm sorry. If I hold it, 0. Switch is bad. So, not sure what to do about that besides the switch. Obviously, switch is bad. So, as far as I know, that should read 20 something while being pressed down. Fill that off. So this is still bad. Asper out there, I don't know. I need to get a better wire jumper. But that'll be it for this episode. Obviously, we'll come back to it. I'll just call this trying to get the Pathfinder started. It's a project car. It's non-opt, so it'll be a daily driver car, but whenever I get done with it, I just got it. Yeah, we'll see. Next episode, you'll probably see my dad, and maybe he can help me understand. He's way better mechanic stuff than I am. I don't do it that often. I learn pretty good, though. So, yeah. Next time, we should maybe hopefully get that started, and maybe I'll have the brake button. I'll have something for the button so it doesn't kill my battery. I'm going to put a charger on it right now because I forgot when I was doing this. I left it on. So I'm going to recharge the battery up just to be safe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. I would really like to get it. It don't got to start, but to turn over. Because it could still be a bad starter. But that switch is bad. For sure. And I got to figure out. The wire I used for the jumper may not have been good enough. Or not. It could just not have been good. I need to get like some nice solid wire. We'll figure it out. I'll see you guys next time. Later.